Tubbs, speaking after the 30-22 defeat here at Haywood Road, imagine you're not too pleased after that.
Let's pay a little bit of credit to Swinton. I thought they were great. I thought Alan got them supercharged for an important game for them, and they were desperate, so credit to them, and they thoroughly deserved the result. Again, our mentality, our mindset is very frustrating. We scored in the first minute again, and you can just see it. But I saw it before, if I'm honest. Felt it in the warm-up. I had a chat with him before we went out, and I thought that we were just laboured and lethargic, and I thought that summed up the performance. Sloppy. At times when we're going to shift through the gears, we look a very comfortable team, but wow, when we're ordinary, we're very ordinary. I thought we were very ordinary today. His application, his attitude was poor. And I thought there were a lot of poor performances. You know, it's a team sport. You need a large percentage of team sport to replace playing well. So got his backside spanked again, and that's a frustrating thing. We talked about this middle third being what we stand for, and I think we've let ourselves down a little bit. No disrespect to Swinton, I thought they were good, high energy. But we got beat again by a team at the bottom end of the table, just like we did a couple of weeks ago. So we're not learning the lesson. We're not willing to roll our sleeves up and do the hard work and do whatever it takes to win the game. I thought it was certainly a dumb game of rugby played by us.
I imagine one of the things that frustrates you most is this little run we've gone on of inconsistency. Last week, a 40-0 victory, a polished performance and a clean sheet, and then this week you've conceded 20 points and not scored in the second half. That must be infuriating for yourself.
It's angry because the team's out there, and when they apply themselves and they've got the right mentality, they can do whatever they want to do. But we're always looking for consistency. We're always looking for the perfect performance, and look, the reality is you don't always get it, and we're certainly miles away from that today. And for the fans who travelled across, I apologise again. It seems a common theme, doesn't it? Because we just weren't good enough today, and there's a lot of players in there, I would hope, looking at the man in the mirror and he's telling the stories, because we've worked too hard to get where we are. I know we've dropped down to fourth now, and probably rightly so. If we'd have won the game, we'd have stayed second. So a little bit of a soul searching again. We'll give ourselves another looking at, and we'll find a way to use the right terminology to get the boys ready for another tough challenge next week, which is Barrow. They're scrabbling and scrapping for everything they get, because they're down in the bottom 2 or 3 as well now. So playing against teams like this, that they're desperate, and what you've got to be as a team is you've got to outsmart them, but you've got to be more desperate, and we're not showing that at the right sort of levels.
On paper, it probably looked like a game of two halves. Wasn't by any stretch a polished performance in the first half, but you had a 12-point lead at the break, and to not score in that second half. What was missing from your side to find that cutting edge in that second half?
I thought it was missing throughout the game, to be fair, his composure and his control, and we get frantic. We say we want to play, score and play in every set, and we talk about building his game, and we're not just quite building his game right, we're not dominating. When we're good defensively, we're good, but when we're terrible, we're terrible. And that all we're looking for is that 7 or 8, 9 out of 10 every week, aren't we? And we're getting boom, we're getting 2s and 3s, or we're getting an 8 or a 9, and all we're looking for is a consistent performance week in, week out. And until we get that, we'll be that nearly team.
And it's something that people will be wanting me to ask you about, is discipline in the side, in that sin bin 10 minutes to go from Tyler. It's another sin bin, and they've scored a few points off the back of that.
I thought the referee were really on the point today. I think we got 7 penalties to 4 in the first half, and then in second half we got hammered 7 penalties to 1 against. And some of them penalties. We've just got to be smart enough, and I said that to the players at half time. Look, it's going to go the other way. don't go through with it. Don't complete the tackle. If just stay out of it. And because obviously he made his mark in the first half. So is it the sin binning? Well, probably harsh. I thought it was right on the ball. But that's my opinion. Well, I get into slow motion and do all the things that I do. It's hard to call on it, but there were a lot of penalties. I thought there were a lot of penalties in first half, and there were a lot of penalties in second half. And I think fans come to watch a game of rugby where there's not that many penalties, I would hope, and we entertain people. And I don't think we got that today. But take nothing away from Swinton. They were too good for us today. They wanted it a lot more than us. They were more desperate. They're fighting for their lives. We're sat pretty at the top, and these boys are come to get ready to get uncomfortable.
Yeah, I imagine it's a big week in training ahead of another tough game in Barrow, really, because they've pushed back really close today.
They're playing well.
Yeah,
Barrow are playing well. I've watched them over the last couple of weeks, and they're playing well. They're having a dig. They're desperate. And look, what I've said to these guys in here. Honestly, I can be the best bloke in the world. I can be the worst. All hands on pump, and let's get ready to get dirty, because actually, at the end of the day, you've got to earn the right to get the niceties, if you like. And we're not earning the rights at this moment in time. So what we do now is let's get back to working hard, and let's stop kidding ourselves and start strutting about and thinking we're a bloody good team. We're a good team because we worked hard. Now we're a good team that ain't working hard. So we've got to get back to working hard, and that's a mentality set. We spoke about it for the last few weeks. It's there, then it's there, it's in, and they just we just got to get back down to the nitty gritty and do some of the stuff that we need to do to get us out there. There's no dramas here. It's just the championship competition teams can beat people, and if you're not up and playing consistently well, you can get beat, and that's what's happened to us today. So lessons again. Sooner or later the penny might drop. We might realise what we need to do to win games like this.